What's up, guys? Welcome to Chiefs Chat, episode 37. And in this episode, we are going to predict every single playoff game in 2020 here. We got the playoff bracket set. We've got everything pretty much in line for the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. Spoiler alert. But anyway, okay, we're going to go through every single game. It's going to be fantastic. And you guys are going to get a 100% authentic, very accurate, very well-informed prediction here. It's probably going to be wrong, but we're going to try. Okay, we're going to give it our best shot at the end of the day. I mean, that's all you can do. So we've got wildcard weekend coming up very soon. Okay, so we've got 6 games, back-to-back triple headers here. NFL, fantastic stuff. We got Saturday, 3 games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday. But you know what? We're just gonna go. I'll put the bracket up somewhere, probably right here. Boop. But you know what? We're just going to go from left to right here. So I'm going to read off this first game that I see. Okay, we got Browns versus Steelers. Now, the Steelers are hosting this game. They did win the division, and they are facing their division opponents, the Browns. Okay, so, good stuff. 3 teams from that division actually made the playoffs, so good job, AFC North. I think it's AFC North, right? Yeah, I think it is. So Browns, Steelers, okay? A lot of people think that the Steelers, they've been struggling last half of the season, really, honestly. I mean, they went 11-0. They picked up a few losses to a couple of pretty concerning teams, but I feel like, okay, Baker Mayfield, I'm super happy. A lot of people don't know this about me. I'm actually a Baker Mayfield fan. I like the guy. I think he's a very solid quarterback, and I love what he's doing for Cleveland. I love what he's doing for that organization, really helping them to make the playoffs in the first place, and win some regular season games, which is something they struggle to do every single year. So Baker Mayfield, kudos to you, fantastic job. But you don't have any playoff experience. You seem to crumble in big games quite often. So I'm not confident with picking the Browns here. I'm gonna have to pick the Steelers. So great job, Steeler Nation. You guys won a playoff game here in 2020. I'm not sure how much farther you're gonna go, but there you go. Congratulations, Steelers. You beat the Browns. You do it every year, probably. I think. I mean, they're the Browns. I mean, seriously. So Steelers on that one. Okay. Next game, we got Colts versus Bills. Interesting game. I didn't really expect the Colts to be able to sneak in there, but great job, Phillip Rivers. Great stuff. Able to sneak into the playoffs with a 10-6 record. I think before the season started, I expected the Colts to be like a 9-7, 8-8 team, so that they were able to sneak in there. Great stuff from the Colts. Fantastic. But they're going against the hottest team in football right now, the Bills. I mean, they're just unstoppable right now. They're not as hot as the Chiefs, but they are very, very hot. Widely considered as the hottest in football. They're just blowing teams out, and I really don't see the Colts putting up a fight in this game. Most people are probably picking the Bills here. And I'm going to have to go with that pick, Bills, okay? Because you got Josh Allen. He's going to absolutely destroy that, mediocre defense. And Phillip Rivers, that running back, I think his last name's Taylor, I'm pretty sure. He's actually pretty solid. 3rd in the league in rushing yards, but I don't think he's going to do anything. He's a rookie, so I don't see them doing much against the Bills. Because the thing about the Bills is they've got that superpower connection there in Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. And they've got a defense with a lot of potential. Last season they were one of the best defenses in the league. This time around they're not that great, but still a solid defense. If they can get things together and really make things happen, we've seen it a couple of times this season where that defense has just been phenomenal. If they can find a way to really get things together, then the Bills could be dangerous. They've got a very solid connection with Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen on offense, and guys like Tre'Davious White on defense. When he's on fire, he is on fire. Gonna have to go with the Bills on that one. Next game. All right, now this I think is a sleeper pick. Okay, the Titans, they're red hot. Fantastic team. But I see the Ravens pulling off the upset. Okay, I am picking the Ravens here. And guess what, guys? That means the Ravens are going to go on to play the Chiefs. But for now, I'm going to explain. So the Titans, they've been a great team so far this year. I feel like I think they're 11-5. I feel like that's their record. I could be wrong. So they won a couple more games than they did last year. And last year, we really saw what they could do in the playoffs. So this is a tough pick to make, but I'm going to have to pick the Ravens. Because here's the thing about the Ravens, their defense is great. They got a lot of guys on that defense that can make things happen. Okay, Marlon Humphreys, he's a fantastic linebacker. I wish we had him. That'd be great. Marcus Peters, underrated, I feel like. I think he's a very solid corner, used to play on the Chiefs, and he is very dynamic. So, you know, if those guys on defense can really get things together, then you've got an electric guy on the other side of the ball in Lamar Jackson, who you know is going to make things happen. So you got to be ready for, you know, the Ravens, okay? You've got to be ready for them. Because Lamar Jackson, he's going to run all over you. You know, last week they just set a franchise record in rushing yards in a game, okay? They are scary, you know, and they're just playing great football. So a lot of people thought the Ravens, they might not have even made the playoffs. You know, a lot of people were kind of questioning whether or not they were going to put it together. But a big win against the Browns, where Lamar Jackson, everybody thought he had to go back to the locker room to poop, but he said it was cramps, so I don't know what to believe. But either way, the Ravens, they're putting together wins, and they're doing a great job. I feel like the Ravens are a very hot team. I think a lot of these AFC teams are fantastic. But the Ravens, I feel like they're going to pull the upset and go on to play the Chiefs. Now here we go. Okay, we've got in the divisional round. Oh, you know what? First, I'll go off. You know, I'll go to the rest of the wild card games in the NFC first. Okay, so top right, we got Rams versus Seahawks. Okay, I believe the Seahawks are hosting this one. Oh no, wait, no. Let me think. Are the Rams hosting or are the Seahawks hosting? I think it's the Seahawks. If I'm not mistaken, the Seahawks are going to be hosting this game. Although it doesn't really matter. You know, there's probably not going to be anybody in the stands anyway. But the Seahawks are hosting, and you know what? Russell Wilson, he's kind of been subpar. You know, last few weeks, a lot of people thought he was going to win MVP after his first couple of weeks came by, and he was just dominating. But Russell Wilson, I feel like he's not on the top of his game right now. Maybe he'll go crazy during playoff time, but that doesn't usually happen. You know, Russell Wilson, as of late, hasn't been doing that well in the playoffs. The Rams, you know, I said it, a while ago on one of my Chiefs chats. I think they are a very good, solid, cohesive unit. They work together as a team, and it wasn't long ago when they were in the Super Bowl against Tom Brady. So this team is legit. You know, they've got a lot of great players. Aaron Donald being one of those guys, just a beast. Defensive player of the year, in my opinion. You know, to be honest. And you know what? They've got a lot of very good players. And that's the thing about the Rams. You know, they just kind of, I feel like, get overlooked because they've got a lot of talent, and I feel like a lot of people take that for granted. They don't really feel like the Rams are very good contenders. But with all that being said, okay, I'm picking the Seahawks. You know, I know that everything I just said was completely didn't make sense, but I am picking the Seahawks for this game because I feel like that connection, you know, Russell Wilson, he's had enough, okay? He's done underperforming in the playoffs. He's going to find ways to make big plays on offense, and DK Metcalf is going to be his guy. Because, you know, thinking about the career of Russell Wilson, he's never really had that guy when it comes to offensive weapons. Marshawn Lynch was a fantastic guy, but I'm talking about like in the passing game, okay? He's never really had that guy. I mean, he's had Tyler Lockett. I mean, he's had some fantastic receivers, but he's never really had that guy. But he's got it now. Okay, when they need a big play, boom, DK Metcalf, giant dude. He's gonna catch the ball. Plain and simple. They've got Jalen Ramsey on defense, a lot of great guys, but doesn't matter. Okay, I'm picking the Seahawks. I'm going Seahawks all the way. Next in line, we've got the Bears versus the Saints. Now, do I want to make a crazy bold prediction here and pick the Bears? No, I don't. I'm picking the Saints. Pretty simple pick right there. I think Drew Brees is playing great, as he always is. You know, fantastic career, Drew Brees, good stuff. And the Bears, they're not legit yet. I feel like offensively they are just awful. Defense has been carrying them all year, in my opinion. I think even that is a bit of an understatement. I feel like the defense hasn't been that great. So they snuck into the playoffs, but bye. You're playing the Saints at home. What I mean is you're going to the Saints Stadium. Good luck with that. So I am picking the Saints here. Saints are going to move on. Okay. Now we've got the Buccaneers versus the Washington football team. All right. We just saw the Washington football team beat the Eagles to sneak into the playoffs with a 7-9 record, which is bad. Easily the worst team in the playoffs here. Going up against Tom Brady, a very experienced quarterback, and obviously a guy who has 6 rings. So not much of comparison here. I think I'm gonna pick the Washington football team. Oh, gotcha, didn't I? Oh, boom. Yes, I am picking the Washington football team because they are out for blood. I mean, they are out for blood. Chase Young is a scary dude. He's a rookie, okay? But he is a scary dude, and he is out for blood. Montez Sweat, he's a very scary dude. And he is out for blood. Okay? This Washington team is not playing around. Okay? Alex Smith. This dude was about to die. I mean, he was about to literally die because of what happened to him on an NFL football field. He came back and he said, you know what? Not only am I going to survive this, but I'm going to walk. Okay? After doctors told him that he couldn't walk. I'm going to play football after doctors told him that he would never play again. And I'm going to play winning football against all odds. Okay? This guy is 4-1 as a starter with the Washington football team. Now that cannot be overlooked. You cannot look at this team as a 7-9 team anymore. You've got Alex Smith. They're a 4-1 team. You know? So my question to Tom Brady is, are you ready? Because you've got guys like Alex Smith and Ron Rivera, who just came back from cancer, and now he's coaching NFL football, okay? These guys are determined, okay? These guys are resilient. And at the end of the day, it's hard to pick against them. I'm going Washington all the way here. You guys can hate me in the comments all you want, but Washington is my pick, okay? Divisional round, okay? We've got the Steelers going up against the Bills. I think this is an easy pick here. The Steelers, they've been struggling. They have been struggling last half of the season, and partially due to the fact that they had such an easy schedule at the beginning. Beating a lot of very bad teams. But when it came to, a lot of tough games at the second half of the season, they were not able to pull some of those games off. And one of those games being against the Bills. I really liked what I saw from the Bills in that game. Easily beating the Steelers by 10 points. Josh Allen looked fantastic, and that defense was what really surprised me. Okay, being able to stop Big Ben and shutting down their weapons, because the Steelers have a lot of offensive weapons. I feel like Chase Claypool being one of those guys, Juju Smith-Schuster. Despite all the controversy, I think he's a very solid receiver. So they've got a lot of talent at the position players. Okay, when it comes to their position players, they've got talent, and the Bills were able to shut them down very well. Part of what I talked about earlier, the Bills needing to step up, okay, on defense, because they had an elite defense last season. This season's been kind of like, not that great, but they've got to step up, okay? And I think they can do that against the Steelers. I don't see that being an issue for them. So, Steelers, sorry, buddy, but you're done. Okay, the Bills are moving on to the AFC Championship to play whoever wins this Chiefs versus Ravens game. I don't know, man. Who's going to win? Chiefs, okay? I mean, seriously. This is Chiefs chat, for God's sake. You thought I was going to pick the Ravens? You thought I was going to pick Lamar Jackson and his poop? No, I'm going Chiefs all the way. And they are going to face the Bills in the championship round. Now, moving over to the NFC, okay, we've got the Seahawks. Wait, let me think. Let me format this. No. We've got... Okay, no, yeah, we've got the Seahawks going against the Saints, okay? Pretty sure I've got that right. Seahawks versus Saints. Tough game. Pretty solid game. But you know what? The Seahawks, they're hungry, okay? I feel like a lot of people, if this were a matchup in the playoffs, I feel like people would go Saints all the way. And that is due to the fact that they have a very, very solid defense, top-tier defense, and also a top-tier offense. Despite missing Drew Brees for a couple of weeks, they were resilient. They have a very solid guy in Alvin Kamara, very trustworthy. But you know what? The Seahawks are hungry, okay? Hard to pick against them. I'm going the Seahawks, okay? Seahawks are moving on to the next round, okay? Great stuff, okay? Russell Wilson, I feel like despite everybody kind of clowning him for not having a very good season, having a good season, but not having an MVP level season, especially after hopes that he would win MVP, and then he just kind of fell off. A lot of people clowning him for that, but I respect the guy. I think he's had a very solid year, and I think he's definitely grown as a quarterback. And when it comes to the postseason, he has experience at winning games like that. Obviously so did Drew Brees, but I feel like Russell Wilson is really in a good space right now. I feel like being a dual threat quarterback in a playoff situation is very important, and he is that. Dual threat guy. He can run it. He doesn't always run it, but he can, okay? He's mobile. And with that being said, he's got a guy like DK Metcalf, which makes it a lot better, a lot easier for a guy like Russell Wilson. So just can't get over that connection. DK Metcalf and Russell Wilson, probably the best quarterback wide receiver matchup, duo, besides Mahomes and Hill, obviously. But yeah, I'm picking the Seahawks, and they are moving on to the championship round to face whoever wins the Packers versus Washington game. And I'm sorry, Alex Smith, I got to give it to the Packers this time. I mean, let's be real. You guys barely snuck past the Buccaneers, and, you know, I love you guys. You guys are a fantastic team. Obviously, I've got your jersey right there behind the playoff bracket, so you can't see it. But I've got an Alex Smith jersey. I love the guy. Got to give him respect, but, man, he's not beating the Packers here. I mean, red-hot Aaron Rodgers, you know, coming off of a potential MVP season here, and I can't give this one to the Washington football team, unfortunately. Got to give it to the Packers. They're playing great. They are hot. Okay, Packers are very good. You know, I would feel good about where you are, Packers fans, because, you know, good stuff for the Packers. So now we're moving on to the championship round. All right, guess what, guys? In the AFC, we've got the Buffalo Bills going up against the Kansas City Chiefs. And guess what, guys? Chiefs. They're going to beat the Bills. And here's why. Okay, we beat the Bills earlier this season, but that was before they got red hot. I understand that, but we dominated in that game. You know, we did, you know, on the scoreboard, we didn't dominate, but that's how a lot of our games have been. You know, winning games, but not necessarily dominating on the scoreboard. But really, when you look at it, dominating, because we played such a great game in that game. I remember, you know, Mahomes doing his thing and our defense really doing a fantastic job of stopping Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. You know, I barely saw any of him in that game. So, great stuff. You know, our defense played phenomenal in that game. You know, one of our best performances as a defense, you know, ever. Not ever, you know, but this, in this year, I feel like. You know, fantastic stuff. And I'm super pumped up about this matchup because I think it's very possible. I think there is a very real chance of this happening. The Bills are a very, very red-hot team right now. You know, not scared of the Bills, you know, whatsoever. But you know what? Honestly, I mean, seriously and honestly, I feel like the Chiefs would have no problem beating the Bills. They are too good. I mean, the Chiefs, they've got it all. They've got so many playmakers on defense, and having that extra week of rest is really gonna, you know, come in handy when it comes to this matchup against the Bills. So that's who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. Okay, now we've got the NFC. So Packers versus Seahawks. Now, here's something controversial. Okay, most people would look at this matchup and say Packers. Okay, you know, that's a easy pick to make there. But you know what? I'm gonna agree. You know, I'm gonna pick the Packers too, because I think Aaron Rodgers, he's doing fantastic. I think he is just has such a great connection with Davante Adams, and that Seattle defense hasn't been very good since Richard Sherman left, frankly. So I think you know, DK Metcalf is gonna have a fantastic day, or not? Aaron Rodgers and Davante Adams, they're gonna have a fantastic day against that Seattle defense. I feel like they just don't have enough weapons on defense to be able to stop them. And offensively, you know, they'll probably make some noise, but I feel like they're not going to do enough to be able to beat the Packers. So, Super Bowl matchup, okay? We've got the State Farm Bowl. Patrick Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers, Chiefs versus Packers. You know, I would be so happy to see this matchup because I really want to see these guys go at it. You know, I've never, you know, we played the Packers last season, but Mahomes was out, so we didn't see much of, you know, that fun action. And it ended up being a loss for the Chiefs because Matt Moore was in a quarterback. But I want to see this matchup. I want to see these two teams face off, you know, head to head, because, you know, especially right now, Aaron Rodgers, you know, leading right now in MVP votes. Well, you know, projected to win the MVP basically. So I really want to see these two teams match up. And, you know, when they do, I know for a fact, okay, I know for a fact that Patrick Mahomes is going to show that he is the true MVP. We're going Chiefs all the way, baby. Boom. The Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl against the Packers. It's going to be fantastic. I'm super excited. You know, I know for a fact that this is going to happen, okay? Because my predictions are 100% authentic and 100% right. So the Chiefs are going to beat the Packers. I just feel like our guys are going to step up. You know, we've got guys like Chartavius Ward who can do good stuff against Davante Adams. I feel like, you know, he can, you know, play a solid role in being able to slow down that offense. And Aaron Rodgers, I feel like he's just not mobile enough inside the pocket. I mean, he's got some mobility, but I feel like he's just not at the level of Patrick Mahomes. You know, plain and simple. So we're going Chiefs all the way, okay? They're going to win the Super Bowl, and they are going to dominate the league for the next 20 years, okay? We are going to win 20 straight Super Bowls, all right? Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope you guys agree with me. If you don't, drop some comments down below. I will fight you. But anyway, thanks for watching. Peace out. See you in the next Chiefs chat. Bye.